So I think of a good marketing plan like a good stool. There's kind of three solid legs. Doesn't matter if you sit on this edge, this, wherever. And the thing is sturdy. It might not be the prettiest, but it's stable and it works. And to me, that's okay. And so I always think about this concept of inverted thinking to figure out how do I get there. So if I wanted to build a bad stool, what would I do?
Remove
I
a
got this
leg.
stool in front. Hell yeah. One or two legs, I'm going to chop that shit off. Immediately, my stool sucks. Right? Would you guys agree? Yes? We're all on the same page with that? Okay. This is what most real estate agents do, and they call it their marketing strategy. It's not a marketing strategy. They have one lead generation campaign. And they say, one lead generation campaign is my marketing strategy. No, 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 my friends. That is a one-legged stool. That's why your business feels wobbly. Okay? So back to the plan. What's a good marketing plan? A good marketing plan has three components, and I'm going to break it. I've never actually broken it down this way. I'm going to show you guys it because I've been kind of like mental mapping it today. But there's three components. We need people to know who the hell you are, strangers to know you. We got to get people to like you so that they want your stuff and they'll give you their contact information. And we got to get people to trust you. Because ultimately, the only difference between a referral and a stranger is they've got trust and they know you can do the job. That's pretty much it. There's really not a whole heck of a lot of difference to that. Okay? So what I want to show you guys today is, I have a shitty name for this, by the way. I'm going to come up with a better name. Bad marketer, good conceptual artist. Okay? This is what I'm calling the SG marketing strategy matrix. So I want you guys to pretend that we're looking at the stool from like a bird's eye view, and each of those legs are in one of these three pieces of a Venn diagram, which, by the way, the first time I ever used a Venn diagram from grade 5. So shout out to the elementary school teachers for teaching us something, right? Okay. So the first leg goes in this circle, and it's what I call like attract campaigns. Okay. How do we get new people into your world that like you because you show up, you give them value, and you're pulling people in? We're going to talk more about that today to make sure that you have your attraction campaigns dialed. Okay. The second is going to be what I call retention campaigns. And that is, you already have the people, but how do you keep them around longer because they trust you to work with you again and give you more referrals because you stay in touch with them and you develop that relationship. So we're going to talk about the retention a little bit more. At the cross section of attraction and retention, when you run both of those things, you get fast growth because you're bringing strangers in and you're keeping them around longer. Okay? That's how you can grow your business more quickly. The third component, which, by the way, we're not going to have a ton of time to talk about today, we're going to focus on the first two, is getting people to recognize and know you. So how do we get more strangers to recognize and know us? By staying visible, showing our wins, and making ourselves be memorable. And when you have a retention campaign and a recognition campaign, that's how you get referrals. Because you're staying top of mind with people that already know you, and you're staying in front of them so that that they recognize you consistently, and they're like, this person's doing business, I'm going to send more business their way. Okay? Our clients just forget about us, and that's why they don't send us referrals. So now we have the three, and at the last intersection of when you have recognition campaigns and attraction campaigns also running, that is when your conversions get easier from strangers because they already know who you are when they come into your world. When you call and they pick up the phone, they don't say, who the hell is this? They say, hey, it's Rick. Hey, it's Eric. Eric, I see your ads everywhere, right? And so that is what I call the marketing matrix. And if we think about know, like, and trust, these are the campaigns. Know, like, and trust. Okay? So